Good afternoon students, welcome to class 10 biology class, your RBC. I have discussed RBC, red blood corpuscles, and today going to start your WBC. WBC means the white blood corpuscle, or it's called leukocytes. Okay, the different three types of cell is present: RBC, WBC and platelet. Now only I will discuss the WBC. WBC different types of components is there in the WBC and the function. These components or the function is very much important. The first one is the WBC. WBC is called leukocytes or the red white blood corpuscles, and it's an irregular shape. And this is so the amoeboid movements is there, and they are the colorless because they lack hemoglobin, and they are produced in bone marrow. Actually the WBC produced in bone marrow, and they also produce from stem cell. What is this stem cell? What? This new term you are listening. This is the stem cell. Stem cell is the one type of cell that have the unique ability to produce the different types of cells. This is called the stem cells. Okay, and the from bone marrow, lymph node, they can produce from leukocytes are produced from stem cell by stem cell. By stem cell in the bone marrow and lymph node, in the bone marrow lymph node stem cells present. From this stem cell lymphocytes produce. Okay, and the lifespan of neutrophil 6 hours to few days, eosinophil 8 to 12 days, all these things, and the lymphocyte live for few hours, and the lifespan monocyte few months. Different components have different lifespan, and the WBC are destroyed the same manner of RBC. RBC how the destroys, this is the same, follow the same manner of WBC. But this chapter in the WBC is actually the most important things, the components. They actually they divided into two parts. This is the not two parts, two components: granulocytes and agranulocytes. First one, the granulocytes. Okay. Granulocytes. Granulocytes means the granules is present. Then it's called the small granules is present. It's called granulocytes. Granulocytes. This is the three types: neutrophil, basophil and eosinophil. Basophil, and number 3 eosinophil. Okay, in the granulocytes actually the two components, granulocytes and agranulocyte. Granulocyte means granules is there. They are actually divided into three types: neutrophil, basophil and eosinophil. One by one I will discuss. First one, neutrophil. What is the structure of neutrophil and what is the function of this neutrophil? First one discussing about, this is the neutrophil. Neutrophil, see here the neutrophil. Neutrophils actually the amount of 50 to 70% found in the blood, neutrophil. And neutrophil the cytoplasm fine granules, and nucleus has the 3 to 6 lobes. 3, 4, 5, whatever. There are 6 lobes is there, and this is the neutrophil. Okay, different types of lobe is there. Lobe and granules. Okay, this is the neutrophil. Granules is there. This is what the neutrophils. And what is the neutrophil? Are the highly phagocytous in nature. When the germs enter our body, they phagocytes. Phagocyte means engulf these germs and destroy the germs. This is the neutrophil. And the basophil. Basophils are the actually the this is found only the 0.5%. The basophil the same, slightly smaller than neutrophils. Slightly smaller than neutrophils, and the nucleus is indistinctly low. Indistinctly low means the nucleus are this lobe are joint. Means here you can see here this type of lobe. This. lower joints. Okay, which is slightly smaller than this is the basophils. And what is the function of the basophil? Basophil produce the histamine. This will produce the one secretion. This is the histamine, and histamine is dilate the blood vessel, making their walls leaky for the leukocyte to fight the germs. They helps to blood vessels. This is the dilated helps to the dilated histamines. That's why the other thing is the germs free, and this is the dilated the blood vessel, making their wall leaky. These blood vessels make the wall leaky, for they can easily travel this. So this is the histamine, one of the important function of this. And last one, this is the eosinophil. Eosinophil easily you can identify through when you see the microscope. Neutrophil and eosinophil easily identify. This is eosinophil are the two lobes, or it is called the headphone structures. Okay, eosinophil. You can see here is the first. Sorry. This one structure. Okay, here granules is there. This is the two lobe. For this reason, easily you can identify all these things. This is the eosinophil. Eosinophil. What is the function of this eosinophil? The eosinophils actually they produce the antitoxin to detoxify poison secreted by germs. They produce the antitoxin. Antitoxin for what reason? They produce antitoxin to destroy, to detoxify the germ, detoxify the germs. For these reasons, they produce the antitoxin, detoxify the toxin produced by the germ. They produce antitoxin. Okay, this is the eosinophil. This is the granulocyte structure, and now I hope it's clear. The structure have to remember the eosinophil, neutrophil, and the basophil. Now agranulocytes. Agranulocytes means Agranulocytes means granulocytes. Agranulocytes mean granule absent. Ag means here absent. The lack granules, then it is called granulocytes. Agranulocytes. Here is a lymphocyte and the monocyte. First one, lymphocytes. What is the structure of this lymphocyte and what is the function of lymphocyte? এখন the 25% total WBC. The nucleus is the large and the spherical. You can see here, this is the, suppose this is the lymphocyte. In this thing, this is the nucleus and granules absent. Okay, here the two types of lymphocyte is there, not given in your book, small lymphocyte, large lymphocyte. And they occupy the most of the cell volume. They produce the antibodies. The most important roles in the WBC, you know WBC helps are to provide immunity. You provide immunity means when the antigen produces our body, they produce the antibody for against the antigen. These lymphocytes actually produce the antibody for to destroy the germs, destroy the microbes or the microorganisms. This is actually lymphocyte produce antibody. Most important function of this WBC, lymphocytes. And the monocytes, or it is called the macrophages. Monocytes actually the largest leukocytes, and the 3 to 8% of total WBC. Nucleus is the large and kidney shaped nucleus, and the phagocytosis in nature. The monocytes. Monocytes, or it is called the macrophages. The macrophages also, they are the paraphagocytosis in nature. They inculcate the germs and destroy the germs. Now what is the structure of this monocyte? You see here the nucleus are the kidney shaped nucleus or the bean shaped. This type of nucleus is present. This is nucleus and granules absence. Okay, this is what is this? This is monocyte. sides. See, on all are the function of these different types of components. Now total. Now let's study the total, the functions of this overall function of WBC. First one, the overall function of WBC is provides the immunity in our body. Actually, they helps to produce the antibody. When the antigen enter our body, the antibody produced or destroy the antigen. The antibody is the immunoglobulin protein, and one type of protein molecules produced from this WBC. And another one, they fight against disease causing germ and destroy the damaged cell by the process of phagocytosis. By the process of phagocytosis. What is this? This process, this is phagocytosis. Phagocytosis means that actually this cells engulf the germs, engulf the microbes and to destroy. For this is called phagocytosis. When they engulfing the germs, this process is called and destroy the germs process is called phagocytosis. They also help in formation of antibody which neutralize kill the germs and enter our body. Okay, this is actually the WBC, all the functions of WBCs. And the phagocytosis is most important function. Immunity also provide immunity. How to provide immunity? They produce antibody against the antigens. Okay.